It's the time of the year when we look back and remember notable moments of 2011. In this case, the many faces of those who've passed. Here's Chris Clackham with a look back at the lasting impressions they've made.
He was instantly recognizable, and his death the most anticipated of the last decade, if not of our time. Osama bin Laden was clearly this country's sworn enemy #1 when he was shot dead in May by Navy SEALs at his not-so-hidden hideout in Pakistan. Months later, Libya's Muammar Gaddafi, forced into hiding, was then killed by the brute force of his own people after decades of brutal rule. Kim Jong-il was brutal too in ruling North Korea before his death from heart failure in December.
Thank you for having me.
Through the gadgets he gave us, Steve Jobs became a force of tremendous good. He likely joins Edison, Franklin, Ford, and others, another of the world's great inventors. Although the founder of Apple really wanted to be recognized only as a pretty good thinker. The roles Elizabeth Taylor played for the big screen showcased her stunning beauty, leading her to become one of the world's most famous film stars. She had a glamorous yet tumultuous lifestyle with 8 marriages and a love of jewelry that brought $115 million at auction after her death in March. Betty Ford was groundbreaking, starting from her stint as First Lady while husband Gerald was in the White House, changing the world for alcoholics and breast cancer survivors.
I've seen these Dodgers for 40 years.
In MASH, Harry Morgan was the kindly yet acerbic Colonel Sherman Potter in one of the top TV comedies of all time. Before that, the prolific character actor played Sergeant Joe Friday's sidekick in Dragnet, another legendary TV series.
I don't know anything offhand that mystifies Americans more than the cotton they put in pill bottles.
Andy Rooney was TV's crusty curmudgeon.
That's what's wrong with what's going on in Washington.
Appearing at the end of nearly every 60 Minutes episode for over 30 years, Rooney always raised a ruckus. But on his last broadcast said, "I've done a lot of complaining here, but of all the things I've complained about, I can't complain about my life."
You do your best, I'll do my best.
Jack LaLanne didn't complain about his either, the first to use TV to elevate the power of exercise, encouraging others to live healthy. The original fitness guru made his life last 96 years. For 40 years, Clarence Clemons was the big man who brought sax appeal to Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band, up until his unexpected death in June at the age of 69. Jack Kevorkian was known as Dr. Death for his lifelong advocacy of assisted suicide, from which he never wavered even after his beliefs cost him 8 years in prison. Other notable deaths of 2011 include boxer Joe Frazier, singer Amy Winehouse, and the first female vice presidential candidate, Geraldine Ferraro. Chris Clackham, NBC News.